to the Exodition channel. Today I'm going to be talking about gameplay versus story. To start off this video, I'm going to be talking about gameplay. Gameplay is a very crucial part to any video game, and it is the key thing that makes video game movies not do well, because one of the key points of a video game movie is the gameplay. It's something that old games relied on, like Doom, Quake, all those games, they relied heavily on gameplay. And a lot of the higher grossing games like Rockstar's Grand Theft Auto 5 and Activision's Call of Duty rely on is the gameplay. I mean, you play those games, there's no story, there's nothing to them, but the games like Counter-Strike, which are also gameplay, they mainly promote underage gambling, which is something that I will be talking about in a later video. But gameplay is a very crucial part to most video games due to the fact that it is one of the key things. If you have a good game with a good story, but you have horrible gameplay like Deadly Premonition, no one's gonna play the game because you can't play the game. So the median doesn't work well. It's like how a book, you can read a book and enjoy the story. The median works fine, but people don't buy a book to turn the pages and read every page. Well, they do it to read the story, but they don't it's not fun just to turn a page and read words. I mean, people don't go out and read the dictionary, for Christ's sake. They read stories to get, stories are a big part. Then you have something like a story. Story-based games would include like BioShock, The Last of Us, games along those lines. Those games are some of my favorite games, to be honest. One of my favorite games is BioShock. The BioShock series is very great. I would highly recommend it to anyone. But those are games that rely highly on story. I mean, the guy that wrote the BioShock series is going to go write the new, whatever it's called, Twilight Zone. He's going to be writing the Twilight Zone. They funded a great writer to fund is now going to be writing the Twilight Zone to handle their game. That's budget that could have gone to gameplay or promotion or anything, but they didn't do that. They went for story, which is something that sucks players in. Games that are mainly multiplayer based function mainly off of the gameplay, while games that are mainly single player based should function mainly off of the story. They play off of each other very well. I mean, for me, I would much rather have a game that handles okay, not perfect, not like Call of Duty, levels of gameplay, but have a great story than a game that handles amazingly, but the story makes me want to jump off a bridge. Destiny. Destiny. I didn't talk about Destiny. That's another thing. That's a game that has a great gameplay. I mean, it has some of the greatest gameplay I've ever seen or used or done anything with. But due to the fact that it had a horrible story, the single player didn't do well. I mean, I can never think of a time that I logged on and just decided, you know what, I'm going to play Destiny by myself and enjoy the wonderful story. No, I would do that. I would get my friends online and we'd all play together. We would have a good time. And you have games that are mainly story-based. You don't do that because if you have friends talking at the story the whole time, it ruins the experience of the story. And if you have friends that are, let's say, that are playing a gameplay-based game like Grand Theft Auto, you don't care that you're missing out on the story. You just care that you're spending time with your friend. It makes more sense to fund the story for single-player games and games that you want to have quick sales and then it sort of dies off. Then you make a new one. Now, see, that's where games that that rely solely on gameplay do very well. They do really well at making profit. Games like Call of Duty and CSGO, they profit a lot on skins and the community markets, which, in all honesty, is probably underage gambling, but I said I won't get into that, and I won't get into that. But those games are designed to addict, because the gameplay is designed to be addicting. You have that skill curve that you want to get greater than, but no one ever does, because unless you're pro and you have no life, and your parents fund you being in the bedroom or basement playing Call of Duty, Ma'am, go away, I'm upping mid! I wanted to hit my keyboard, but I'm afraid that it's gonna shut off my recording, and then I'd be mad. But I digress. Games are mainly supposed to be story-based for, like I said, single-player games that you want to have quick sales and then a more reliable fan base. I would much rather have a fan base of people that like I'd much rather have the BioShock fan base than I'd have the Call of Duty fan base narking on my ass, because of this plain and simple fact that people that enjoy stories are probably more cultured than people that enjoy gameplay. I feel like I've been rambling a bit too much, and I feel like I've gotten a point across, probably not the correct point. Well, to quickly summarize, I believe that gameplay is a very crucial part of a game, but I feel that story should be very high up there too. Okay then, I suck at this. Go kill yourself, piece of shit. You can subscribe if you want. If you hate my stupid content, you can comment a question that you want me to answer in a stupid 6 minutes. It's going on. It's going to be like a 7-minute video of me talking or stupid shit. Okay, bye.